Hey, mystical soul tribe, welcome in, beautiful souls. So today we're diving into the collective energy surrounding the full moon, the Sagittarius blue moon on the 31st, the rarest full moon of the year. And this isn't just another full moon. This is the second full moon of May, a once in a blue moon moment carrying amplified core energy. Spirit is bringing something back around one final time so that you can truly see it for what it is. Not what you hoped it would become, not what you tried to rationalize, not what you kept postponing dealing with, but the truth. And Sagittarius energy does not whisper truth softly. It reveals it. This moon lands at 9 degrees of Sagittarius, the sign ruled by Jupiter, the seeker of higher meaning, expansion, freedom, and spiritual truth. But what makes this energy even more intense is that this blue moon arrives alongside the unpredictable Uranus energy, the powerful Mars aspects, and the Gemini Sagittarius nodal axis being activated, which means many people may experience sudden realizations, unexpected conversations, truths they can no longer ignore, or perhaps even the emotional clarity arriving almost instantly. This is the kind of moon that clears emotional fog overnight. The confusion you've been sitting in and around your future, your relationships, your purpose, or even the version of yourself you've outgrown may suddenly become impossible to avoid. Not because the universe is punishing you, but because your soul is finally ready to see clearly. And what is interesting, this is also a micromoon. The moon appears slightly small in the sky because it's the furthest point from Earth. But spiritually, the energy still hits deeply. Sometimes the quietest looking moons carry the loudest soul lessons. Sagittarius energy doesn't settle for half truths. It pushes you to stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that you've already outgrown. It asks, what is your soul already know? It asks, what if your soul already knows the answer? What if the intuition you keep second guessing is actually the truth trying to free you? This moon may feel like a crossroad between comfort and growth, a turning point, a release, a moment where your inner voice becomes louder than everyone else's opinions. And once that happens, everything changes. By the time this moon passes, many people will stop asking for permission to become who they were always meant to be. They will stop chasing clarity outside of themselves and begin trusting the inner knowing that has been trying to guide them all along. So beautiful souls, we are going to dive in and look at what is this Sagittarius blue moon revealing? What truth can no longer stay hidden? What cycle is finally closing? And what Spirit is asking you to release? And what new path is opening because of it? So stay with me all the way until the end, because the final cards in this spread I feel incredibly important to whoever this message is meant to find. The universe is about to make something very clear. So let's dive in, beautiful souls. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for leaving comments. Perhaps you can leave a full moon emoji with a wolf emoji. And don't forget about that, a blue heart. Spirit, angels, ancestors, all of the highest light and good, please come through for this beautiful collective that is still here and that is resonating with the full moon Sagittarius energy. What is the truth? What truth is this blue moon revealing to this beautiful collective? Spirit, angels, ancestors, please and thank you, come through. All right, before we continue further, that we've got the cards out, let's first look at the bottom of the deck here. We've got the Knight of Wands. So right away, the underlining energy for this wolf soul tribe spirit is saying here that is surrounding this Sagittarius full moon. It feels very intense, restless, passionate, and I'm hearing impossible to ignore. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarius energy in motion, all right? And the Knight of Wands I'm seeing here is this knight that is charging forward. Let's have a closer look here. And yeah, he's charging forward beneath this full moon. All right, there's fire beneath this horse. And honestly, it feels like Spirit is saying many of you can no longer stay emotionally stuck in places your soul has already outgrown. There's this craving for movement here, freedom, truth, expansion. Some of you may even suddenly feel this overwhelming urge to change direction, leave behind situations, to travel, to speak your truth, to take some sort of risk, to start over, or maybe even to finally follow what sets your soul on fire. I'm hearing that this blue moon is giving off the feels of activating. It's like something inside this collective has been asleep for a long time. And now Spirit is lighting a match under your butts, all right, under this horse, all right. But let's go deeper, all right. Your first card out, we do have the Five of Wands. Let's keep it to the side there so that sun. I won't say the light is not shining on the card, but I said so the sun is not shining on the card. Interesting. Okay. Right, so the question I originally asked as I started getting the cards out, the first question is, what truth is this blue moon revealing to you? Five of Wands, Leo energy. The truth being revealed is conflict. Not necessarily external conflict alone, but it could also be the internal conflict. That many of you, this card feels like there's some sort of realization that you've maybe been fighting yourself while trying to keep the peace for everyone else. The image here is of fairies, right? These fairies holding their fiery wands, which feels like competing energies, competing desires, competing timelines. A part of you wants comfort, another part of you wants freedom. A part of you wants stability, another part knows you're meant for more. And I feel like with this Sagittarius moon, it's exposing where your energy has maybe been scattered. Some of you may also realize that certain environments around you thrive on chaos. Competition, ego clashes, jealousy, or emotional confusion. And Sagittarius energy is showing you where you've maybe perhaps been draining your spirit, trying to prove yourself, defend yourself, or perhaps even constantly explain yourself. And what I'm hearing here is Spirit is saying you were never meant to fight this hard for alignment. So I feel like this moon is revealing what no longer resonates with your soul, because your soul is craving something more authentic now. So next we're looking at what is the illusion, confusion, or the emotional fog that is clearing away. Nine of Wands, Sagittarius, more Sagittarius energy coming out, all right? This actually feels incredibly deep. The illusion clearing away is a belief that you always have to stay in survival mode. Whatever that means for you, it'll be different for each and every one of you. I mean, this figure, there's that bright light, all right? Just there on the side there with him, all right? And I feel like it's like a spiritual protection for this figure. So I'm feeling the spiritual protection around you. But many of you, I feel like, have been carrying the emotional exhaustion for so long that maybe you started believing the struggle became normal, or it is normal, but it's not. That constantly preparing for the disappointment was somehow keeping you safe. But I feel like this blue moon is illuminating something really important, that your wars may have protected you once, but now they may also be blocking some sort of blessing or intimacy or freedom or even maybe peace. I'm also hearing that for some of you, whoever this is resonating with, that Spirit is revealing the hypervigilance has become a pattern. Always waiting for the next problem, right? Always emotionally guarded, always embracing yourself. And I feel like with this Sagittarius energy, it wants liberation. So I feel like this moon is going to be asking, what happens if you stop assuming the worst? What happens if healing no longer has to come through suffering? The bright light, I feel like, is also saying that Spirit is reminding you that you're not alone while you're busy navigating this transition. Interesting. Now here, what is the cycle or version of yourself that's ending? So we do have the Hierophant, but we do have the King of Cups reversed. Quite an interesting combination. It feels extremely significant here. Taurus and Scorpio energy. It could be Pisces, it could be Cancer too. All right. A major cycle ending for this collective is the emotional suppression tied to the conditioning expectations, the traditions, the unhealthy power dynamics. The Hierophant talks about these systems, the beliefs, the rules, the institutions, the commitment, and the learned behaviors, right? But paired with the King of Cups reversed, it feels like many of you are outgrowing situations where emotions are controlled or were controlled, invalidated, manipulated, or emotionally unavailable. So I feel like a lot of you may just be walking away from relationships or people where emotional maturity was missing. Others may just be releasing an old belief system that taught them to suppress their vulnerability or silence their intuition. So I feel like this could even point towards the generational patterns. All right, this Taurus Scorpio energy, it feels like it's connected deep to the emotional cycles that have been inherited or maybe repeated over time. What Spirit is showing here for you is that you cannot emotionally evolve while staying logical to versions of yourself built entirely around the survival. So I feel like this blue moon is helping many of you or many people reclaim the emotional truth, not the emotional performance, not the emotional confusion or control, but truth. Truth. Sagittarius wants truth, right? Where is Sagittarius asking you to expand or take a leap of faith? Eight of Cups. This is that soul journey card, right? Spirit is saying that this Sagittarius energy is asking you to walk away from what no longer emotionally fulfills you, even if part of you still loves it. And this is associated with the Pisces energy. So the energies I bring up could be confirmation, but it's just energy of the collective, all right? It doesn't mean that you have to be a Pisces or Sagittarius or an Aries or Taurus, all right? Some of you, this could just be extra confirmation, but it's just the energy that is coming through, right? And I'm hearing here also that's the hard part, all right? Walking away from things that no longer fulfill you, even if you still like it or love it. Because what Spirit is saying, the Eight of Cups, is not always about leaving something toxic, all right? Sometimes it's about leaving something that's incomplete, leaving the familiar, leaving something that is something comfortable, or something that you once cared about, deeply cared about. I'm hearing that your soul's changed. And this blue moon feels like a spiritual crossroad between staying the emotionally attached to the past or honoring the calling that is pulling you towards something more aligned. For some, this is leaving behind the old identity of yourselves. For others, this is relationships, careers, limiting beliefs, emotional cycles, environments, locations, and so forth and so forth. It'll be different for each and everyone. Pisces energy is the deeply intuitive energy, right? So what I'm hearing here is that your soul already knows what you've outgrown. Sagittarius energy simply just gives you the courage to admit it. What expectations, realizations, or messages are arriving? Ten of Pentacles. Beautiful. Honestly, this feels beautiful after everything else, right? The realization is arriving. The realization arriving is that long-term abundance, the stability, the soul family, the fulfillment, and the fulfillments are now still possible for you. It's still possible. Some of you are secretly fearing that maybe walking away from a certain situation would cost you everything. Sagittarius Capricorn cusp could really be significant here. Your video was just finished uploading on CapCut, so I can get the volume a bit louder. That's what I've been doing to get the volume a bit louder. So that could be significant, the fact that that video started playing here. So there could be a Capricorn or a Sag, cusp soul. Let me know in the comments. It's very significant here. But anyway, what I'm getting to here is that, yeah, you secretly feared that walking away from those situations could cost you everything. But what actually Spirit is doing here is revealing the opposite. All right, because what is the 10 of Cups? What is the 10 of Pentacles? 10 of Cups could also be significant, that happiness, that emotional fulfillment. All right, the ultimate fulfillment. But here with the 10 of Pentacles, it's just a reminder that alignment creates lasting abundance, the elegancy, the stable love, the financial security, the soul tribe connections, family healing, even building something meaningful for the future, which then also brings you towards the 10 of Cups, the ultimate happiness. All right. And I feel like though also here, because the Uranus energy is involved with the blue moon, all right, that some may actually receive some sort of sudden opportunity. Some of you are going to receive these sudden opportunities, conversations, confirmations, or realizations that is connected to long-term stability. Let me know if within the last week or two, sudden opportunities or conversations or anything has been coming up regarding abundance or long-term stability, like a job offer or a promotion or something. And if it hasn't yet, it's still coming, I'm hearing. For some, this may even be involving some sort of realization. So maybe it's something that you deserve more than the survival. You deserve something that is sustainable. You deserve a life that actually feels peaceful. And that will be your point where you start working towards your 10 of Pentacles and your 10 of Cups energy. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that they're actually showing you what becomes possible once you stop letting fear lead the way. All right, beautiful souls. Thank you for hitting the like button. If I think I forgot to ask you guys to thank you for hitting the like button. I really appreciate it. So looking at the last one here, all right, so the blessings that possibly, what blessings become possible once you fully trust yourself. Beautiful cards that's coming out is we got the Fool, we got the Ace of Wands, and we also have a Death here. All right, so this is also massive transformation energy. Wolf Soul Tribe, this is like that complete rebirth, right? The Fool says, take that leap. The Ace of Wands is that your soul is ready for a new beginning. And the Death is saying that the old version of your life cannot come with you. So like the combination, it feels like Spirit is opening up a completely new energetic doorway for the collective. A new chapter, a new identity, a new purpose, a new timeline. And honestly, the Uranus, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio energies all present. This is that transformation that may happen actually faster than expected. The blessing here is also about freedom. So whatever will be coming in is offering you some sort of freedom. Freedom from old cycles, freedom from fear, freedom from the emotional heaviness, freedom from the constantly portraying yourself just to keep things familiar. With the Ace of Wands, I'm hearing the divine inspiration will be returning. The passion will be returning. The motivation will be returning. The life force energy will be returning. Some of you are about to remember who you were before the survival mode consumed you so much of your spirit. And that's why the Death is here, that this transformation is necessary, not an ending to punish you, an ending to actually free you. So I feel like this Sagittarius full moon, Sagittarius blue full moon, feels like what Spirit is burning away the illusion so that your soul can finally move forward towards the life that has always been waiting for you on the other side of the truth. And honestly, that feels powerful. So, beautiful souls, let's get one oracle card out here. I feel called to the Spirit Animal Oracle. And the question that we're going to be asking Spirit right now regarding getting this card out is, what does Spirit want to remind you under this blue moon? Okay, so we already got a card that just fell out here. Sometimes life stings was Spirit. But let's get one more out. Spirit, angels, ancestors, all the highest light and good. What does Spirit, what do you want to remind the beautiful collective that will be here at this point of the video under this blue moon? Okay, we got love is all around. And freedom is yours. Sagittarius energy. Got a few more cards out here. This one's also poking out. Take the lead. Stag Spirit. Sometimes love stings. Alright, and I honestly feel like that is confirmation of some endings, truth, realizations, or even that emotional discomfort surfacing now were all necessary awakenings. Not every sting arrives to destroy you. Some just arrive to wake you up. And I feel like some of you may now be understanding why certain situations became uncomfortable, distant, or chaotic, or impossible to ignore. Like the Spirit was just trying to move you out of energies that just no longer align with your growth, right? And if you see the card has got 64 on it, which breaks down to 10. So that's that 10 energy here, which I feel like is that completion energy. A cycle is ending. Then we do have with the love is all around here from Nightingale Spirit, is that what I feel like Spirit is saying that it's just a reminder that not to let any disappointments harden your heart, all right? Even while releasing the old chapters or releasing people, even while grieving versions of yourself, or even while walking away from people, places, things, and whatever that no longer fits, all right? Love still exists around you. Support still exists. Soul connection still exists. Healing still exists. That some of you are just learning that love was just never meant to feel like a survival mode, right? And obviously we do have Horse Spirit. Freedom is yours. And it really also does mirror the Knight of Wands, all right? That Sagittarius energy. That your soul is craving that liberation, freedom from fear, freedom from the old emotional cycles, freedom from constantly shrinking yourself to keep other people comfortable. Sagittarius blue moon is reminding you that you are allowed to choose a life that feels expansive, peaceful, and true to who you are becoming. And before we go, I'm seeing the Dragonfly Spirit, truth transcends illusion. Spirit is like saying, bring it out. 22 could be a significant number as well. 33 could be a significant number. 5 also is about change. Yeah, so 10, 22, 33, 5. What Spirit is saying here with the truth transcends the illusion, the dragonfly, is that the fog is lifting, the confusion is clearing, and even the truth is initially feels like that emotional, uncomfortable or unexpected is still freeing you. The dragonfly is coming through here to remind you that your intuition sees beyond the appearances, that your soul already knows. And this blue moon is simply helping your mind to catch up with what your spirit has already felt all along. So beautiful souls, if this reading found you at the right time, take what resonates, leave the rest. And remember, my beautiful Wolf Soul Tribe, sometimes the rarest blessings arrive disguised as the truths that we no longer can deny. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave me a comment below, perhaps letting me know what part resonated most with you if you feel called. And thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. And I'll definitely be seeing you in your next reading. If you would like clarity on anything, there's still space for June at $8. It's limited space, but there is still a little bit of space left. For a one question clarity reading, beautiful souls. Sending you also much love and light. Those of you that have purchased readings or have donated to the channel, that have been liking and supporting the channel and so forth, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm sending you all extra love and light and blessings. See you around the next one.